So let me ask you this. If someone asked you to decorate the walls of a vast corporate office space, how would you do it? Would you choose early Kandinsky? Or even late Kandinsky? Now, I might, but I didn't think anyone else in the world would. The reason I ask is because I got this new job working for a huge company in a huge suburban office campus. A change of pace for me, and not the kind of environment where I usually feel at home. But this place had something special that resonated with me. The endless stretch of walls in this grandiose complex were filled with reproductions of trend-setting 20th century art. I mean, it was like an imitation modern art museum that exhibited a generous catalog of Miro, Matisse, Miro, Picasso, Miro, Matisse, Miro, O'Keeffe, Miro, Clay, Miro, Matisse, Miro, Mondrian, and, as I already mentioned, Kandinsky, Kandinsky, and Kandinsky. Moving further into the 20th century, there were reproductions of Andy Warhol, Paul Jenkins, Sam Francis, and even Richard Diebenkorn. Now, I truly enjoyed walking the maze-like hallways here, testing my knowledge of modern art history. I even named certain areas of the building by the artwork on display. For example, this is the Hans Hofmann Hallway. Oh, and I call this the Rothko Fountain. Now, I'm told that more than 3,000 workers commute to this headquarters every day, and judging from the difficulty in finding a close parking space, I'm sure that's accurate. But I'm confident that I'm the only one here who appreciates the art. I don't know who is in charge of making these artsy decisions, but they have my blessing. However, shortly after I began my gig at this company, they hired a new CEO, someone with a reputation for shaking things up. Perhaps it was just a coincidence, but a few weeks later, my beloved masterpieces began to disappear, only to be replaced by kitsch. And not just kitsch, but bad reproductions of bad kitsch. Gone was the wit of Moreau and the visual music of Kandinsky. In their place, scenic works that were insipid, banal, laughable, cliché, and overly precious, and many of which were awfully faded, like they had been hanging in a sun-drenched window for years. Drained of their original color, they looked anemic, and I wondered if the new CEO had brought them with him from his last company. Oh, and at this office every day a different vendor comes by. Now usually they just sell jewelry or other impulse buying items for the ladies, but one day this big art sale appeared with the most hideous canvases imaginable. I live in fear that these monstrosities will end up on the walls of the office. But you want to know what really worries me? It seems our new CEO has brought with him a suffocating number of golf scenes, and they've been popping up on all the walls. And now I have in my mind a clear picture of the person responsible for this devious act of artistic terrorism. He's a balding, middle-aged white guy with a potbelly under his polo shirt who wears tasseled loafers, Dockers pants, and a college ring. He dreams of dimly remembered fraternity parties and of the one time in college that he made the big play in the big game. And though he looks longingly at all the beautiful young women who stroll down the hallways here, I know what he is truly passionate about at this time in his life. So here's the important question. Can I continue to work and flourish in a corporate environment like this? And the answer is, you bet. Because, you see, over the decades I have, surprisingly, evolved into a reliable, respected, and rock-solid professional.